Salt sealed the deal. Jesus was well aware of God's covenants with Israel, which meant he understood at least three things about salt covenants. See, we're trying to figure out why God said to the disciples, "You are the salt of the earth."
All right.
Where did that come from?
We're trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Jesus understood at least three things about salt covenants. Number one, that they were initiated by God. Number two, a covenant of salt was a bond that connected Jesus to the succession of Israelite priests and kings, particularly the kingship of David. Jesus understood himself as the everlasting king of Israel, which meant he had authority to impose salt covenants.
All right.
Finally, Jesus knew that breaking the bond created by a covenant of salt carried significant consequences. Jesus knew a little something about salt covenants. Matthew's use of the salt metaphor in Jesus' Sermon on the Mount represents more than a word of praise for someone of influence. That's how we traditionally use that text. You are the salt of earth. Dr. Green, you got influence. You add flavor to wherever you go. Now, all that is true. But that ain't what Jesus was talking about.
Come on now. I love it.
Matthew and his readers understood that salt was indicative of covenant language. Jesus was using such language with his disciples, and with that covenant came a warning of what would occur if the covenant was broken. Salt covenants in essence sealed the deal. Disciples, you are the salt of the earth. You are the bond that connects God to the people and the people to God. You, disciples, are the conduit through which the world will know you and my heart. Disciples, you have a call to lead the crowd into the kingdom of God. You are the ones who will sacrifice your life for the sake of the gospel. You are the ones who will mediate justice and mercy in the world. You, disciples, disciples, you are the ones who will feed the hungry and clothe the naked. You are the ones who will set the captives free and open the eyes of the blind. You are the salt of the earth.
Oh, that's good.
But you disciples, you church folk, you Christian folks, metro, you got to know something.
All right.
You can't be scared. Because opposition will come. Now, it won't come from those you expect it to come from. Your adversaries are the scribes and the Pharisees. Believe they had the market corner on truth. Your enemies will be those fundamentalists who choose law over grace. Your disciples are going to face hostility. God will slander your name, treat you unjustly, and misunderstand you. Folks are going to want you dead. In fact, some of you will be killed. But don't give in to your feelings. Don't lose your saltiness. You see, whenever we disciples to refuse to endure the suffering that accompanies our vocation, our salt loses its saltiness.